Hello, everybody. This is Derek, aka No One on YouTube. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Hello to all of you Dimash deers out there. I really appreciate all of your support. And this is a continuation of a very generous Buy Me a Coffee request that I got from Yaya Kristin. And she sent me 4 links to 4 different videos and said, hey, choose whichever one you want to do. And I chose to do all 4. So thank you, Yaya. And so this one, she wrote Kazakh songs. His love of homeland and wish to bring it to all of us is felt. Yes, I definitely got that in the Ultimate Dimash Guide by Lalassi, and a few of the episodes, was talking about he's proud of um, his homeland, his culture, but at the same time never elevating it above anybody else because we're all one human family, right? Just like the song One, we're all one. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of your culture, your language, where you come from. There's nothing wrong with that. But if everybody just thought of each other as just on the same level and different, but at the same time, the same, we wouldn't have all these stupid wars on the planet. But anyways, we're not going to get into all that right now. But so Yaya says, be sure to have subtitles on for the meeting. So I do. Samaltau live stream during COVID. It says subtitles are important. The story of Kazakh men being forced from their land to be soldiers in 1916. So interesting. So in World War I, countless killed. You feel his anguish and love of his homeland. Kazakh instruments. So, and I was introduced to a few of those already in the Lalassi guides and in some of the recent videos that I reacted to him. It says gained independence in 1991. Is that Kazakhstan? Was Kazakhstan part of the Soviet Union? Huh. Let me see, because 1991 is the year that the wall came down and the Soviet Union disbanded. Let me put you on pause for a second. I want to look something up. Okay, everybody, I'm back. And yes, I got my answer. Kazakhstan was part of the Soviet Union. And so when it disbanded in 91, it gained its independence from Russia. Let's get into this. This is a live digital show. Let me just see what the description, if it says anything here. On January 16th, an online concert Dimash digital show took place on the TIXR streaming platform. One of the compositions was Samaltau. The song was first performed at the closing of the Silk Road International Film Festival on October 20th, 2019 in Fuzhou, China. So this is a Kazakh folk song. Dimash Digital Show is the first global performance of a Kazakh singer since the start of the global pandemic. An international team of 140 people worked on the organization of the online concert where modern television and viral technologies were integrated. So very, very interesting. So let me go ahead and full screen this, put my headphones on. And again, this is a shout out to Yaya Kristin. Thank you so much for the Buy Me a Coffee request. And let's go. I always feel like I'm being transported somewhere else.
Samaltau, kayran yelim, şalgar gölüm. Ne bolar saldat bollap aynam, көрген күнім ай. Есіме қайта қайта түсе берді. Кір жуап күндік кезген айнам, қайран елім ай. Ат емеспін жаяумын, жаяудан да баяумын. 15 күндей жүргенде омбы жаққа таяумын. Жазым бар, қос мөшелі жылым сүйіп. Тағдырдың айдауым мен айнап, кеттім қиырай. Самалтау, қайран елім, артқа қалдым. Адасқан өрісінен айнап, әке шешем бар еді, жазып келген коридор. Осынау әнді салдырған 16-ның саредо.
Before he starts to go off here, I have to remind myself this was a digital show, so there is no physical audience in front of him. And it's amazing that without having an audience in front of you, that he still got into that place, right? Mentally and emotionally, to be able to deliver the story as well as the emotion behind all of this. And I have to keep reminding myself that this is, again, a story of, right, okay, the story of Kazakh men being forced from their land to be soldiers. So this is literally in the middle of World War I, which started in 1914, ended in 1918. So this is in 1916, as it just said here. Countless killed. I mean, I just did a reaction to Sabaton doing the Christmas truce. And that also was a true historical event that occurred in December of 1914 between British and German soldiers, some of the French as well. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out. But let me just go back like 10 seconds because it looked like he was just about to really get into something. So let's go into that transition.
Oh Samaltau kayran yelim şalkar gülüm ev olar saldat bolap aynap көрген күнім
Yeah, and I can tell that because he's an advocate for peace, why even something that happened over 100 years ago in the first Great War, um, that he feels the loss of the life. And as a matter of fact, by the way, when he switched into that more intense section of the performance, I loved the dark clouds and the lightning, and he was in the middle of all of that. So um, I don't know if that was just to represent the storm of war. Um, but let's see, like right before he gets into that, where was that? Okay, she was there. Okay. Then I know that he stood up. Well, let's see. Let's just watch this part over again.
Samaltau kayran yelim şalkar gülüm ev olar saldat bolap aynap көрген күнім
Ended beautifully with a nice emotional tone. Well, um, when it comes to his performances, his productions, and a lot of times the story and the messages, aside from like when it's a love song, but when he gets into this kind of like topic, like with history or um, again, he's a UN advocate, right? So for peace, and I think everybody nowadays is very frustrated with um, the idea of why is the whole world in conflict right now. I know that this song is not about the whole world. Well, then again, it was about World War I, so the whole world was at war in this time period. But I know that he was focusing in on a history of his own home country, and it is frustrating to see that regardless of what side, on both sides, there are lives lost. Most of these soldiers are kids. You know, if these political leaders actually, back in the day, like hundreds, thousands of years ago, um, the leader would literally take the lead in war, right? Like you had like Alexander the Great. Alexander the Great did not sit in his palace and tell the men to go conquer Macedonia. Alexander the Great went out there, took the lead, everybody followed him. He conquered with his armies the Macedonian Empire. Um, there were many other leaders in the past that went out to war with their people, but those days are gone. Now people sit in their air conditioned um, palaces and create war, and then they send kids, right? Kids that just got out of high school, and they send them out to the battle. Um, But anyways, let me stop preaching about all that. Um, but then again, that's the whole point of art. Art is supposed to create conversation. It's supposed to be thought provoking. It's supposed to. So the fact that I watch this and then I'm sitting here thinking these thoughts, Dimash accomplished his goal, and we're all going to have different thoughts, and we're all going to have different feelings that come up, or get something out of it, and all of it is going to be. There's no right or wrong. It's how music and art affects each and every one of us individually. Um, the fact that it affected those kind of thoughts to me shows that Dimash did his job, and we know that he does it well. So I hope all you Dimash dears enjoyed these last 4 Dimash videos that I did. And again, everybody say hello to Yaya Kristin, who gave me a very generous buy me a coffee request, and gave me a choice between these 4 different links that she sent me, and I chose to do all 4. And so I hope everybody enjoyed it. All 4 of them. Uh, as I'm recording this today, Friday, November 14th, I recorded all 4 in a row. They're all going on Patreon today. Um, and then everybody else is going to see them on YouTube after the weekend. And because I have to give YouTube like a couple days before I put the video to public, so that YouTube, what's the word? Gets all the information from the hashtags and the description and everything like that. Usually you give it a day or two, and then you can set it to public, or you premiere it, or schedule it to public, and then YouTube can send the video and recommend it to the right people. I don't want Dimash videos. I want Dimash videos to be sent out to all the Dimash deers, so that you guys can enjoy it. And so that's the whole point of YouTube wanting you to wait a couple days before you actually like put it on public. So that's what I've been doing like in the past like month or so. So anyways, as always, I'm going to have the link to the original video so you can support Dimash. It's all about supporting the artist. Go follow him on his socials. Go watch this video uninterrupted on his video on his channel. Go press like and subscribe to Dimash. If you like this video, I hope you will press like. I hope that you will subscribe, and I hope that you will uh I forgot what the part that I was going to say. I was trying to make it come out natural, and it didn't come out natural. However, in the description, there is going to be like links to all of my socials. So I hope to see you guys there. I hope to see you on Discord, Patreon, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. So there's definitely going to be more Dimash coming to my channel. So again, if you haven't subscribed, then I hope that you will consider subscribing. And just a shout out to all of you Dimash deers, and then again to Yaya Kristin. Thank you so much, everybody. If anybody would like to make a buy me a coffee request or a PayPal request, the links are going to be in the pinned comment. So everybody have a great weekend, or by the time you see this, I hope you have had a good weekend.